How many times have I told you? I don't like steamed fish. I like it braised. Are you doing this on purpose? Take it back to the kitchen and remake it right now. Yukian, Jingqiu worked hard to make this whole table of food. She used my son's money to buy groceries, and she can't even make one dish the way I like it. What's the point of having her around? So what? You think cooking a few dishes is some big accomplishment? Sichin makes over $1,000,000 a year. What's wrong with asking her to cook a few dishes? Sis-in-law, from now on, you're in charge of all 3 meals. It's not like you have a real job anyway. You've got plenty of free time. By the way, you told us you were into investing. How much did you put in? Have you made any money? Not much. Ha! Hear that? She hasn't made a dime investing. She's straight up unemployed. My brother's just too soft-hearted. He's been supporting her for 3 whole years. Come on, don't embarrass her like that. At least leave her a little dignity. Your coworkers all say you make over $1,000,000 a year. How much do you actually take home? My base salary is 1.2 million yen. With the year-end project bonus, I take home around 1.5 million a year. 1.5 million. See? That's what my son is capable of. He makes 1.5 million a year, unlike some people who don't even have a steady income. What about you, sis-in-law? How much do you make a year? I don't have a job. You don't work? Then how do you pay your everyday expenses? My brother supports you completely? She cooks at home, does the housework, and handles all the little things around the house. Oh wow, so she's basically a trophy wife my brother pays for. Sikin, I'm going to say this clearly today. You've supported her for 3 whole years and she hasn't even tried to get a job. How can you build a life with a lazy woman like that? Yukian, that's enough. Don't stop me. Look at the kind of woman your son married. She's lazy, only cares about enjoying herself, and she's an embarrassment to the Liu family. Listen to your mother. Divorce her before it's too late. Jo Yukin, do you ever know when to shut your mouth? Even food can't keep you quiet. Mom, I'll go remake the braised fish. Give me a few minutes. Jingqiu, come sit closer. I have something serious to discuss with you today. Go ahead, Mom. I'm laying down a hard rule. Starting on the 1st of next month, every household expense gets split 50-50. Utilities, HOA fees, groceries, daily necessities, every expense. You pay half. Nobody gets to take advantage of anybody. Mom, this rule. Mom, isn't that a little harsh? We don't need to split household expenses down to the penny. Seekin, stay out of it. This is an agreement between her and me. It has nothing to do with you. Mom has a point. We'll split everything 50-50. I agree. You agreed pretty fast. Do you even have enough money to pay your share? Sis-in-law, if you're broke, getting a job isn't that hard. Delivery drivers make 5,000 or 6,000 yen a month. Worst case, go sweep streets. That's still over 3,000 a month. Better than sitting at home and living off my brother. Exactly, sis-in-law. A woman should have a job of her own. I'll seriously think about finding a job. What do you mean, think about it? Today's Saturday, and the job center is closed. Monday morning, you're going out to find work. No sitting around at home. Okay, I'll go to the job center Monday. Jingqiu, don't take what they said to heart. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. Dad, it's okay. Mom isn't wrong. I really haven't worked outside the home for a long time. I should help cover household expenses. Hear that? She admits she has no income herself. No wonder Mom wants her to split the bills. Jingqiu, let me make this clear. Starting today, everything goes in this ledger. Every bite of food you eat, every sip of water you drink, every unit of electricity you use, we'll write it all down. At the end of the month, we'll total everything, and you must pay your half. I understand. I'll do as you say. Do you have any cash on you right now? A few hundred yen. A few hundred? A 32-year-old woman only has a few hundred yen in cash? Who would believe that? Ha! You'll pay for all the groceries tomorrow and the day after. From now on, you're responsible for the food costs. If you don't have cash, it goes down as debt. You pay it all off at the end of the month. Not 1 yen can be overdue. Saiken, how do you really feel about your mom's 50-50 rule? My mom isn't exactly wrong. You haven't worked outside the home in 3 years. I've covered every major household expense. You told me you were investing. What exactly did you invest in? Did you actually make any money? No. Then when are you going to get a real stable job? I've been looking at some openings. What kind of jobs? Have you sent out any resumes? I'm still looking. I haven't decided yet. Jingqiu, I've supported you for 3 years. Do you know what my coworkers say about me behind my back? What do they say? They say I have terrible taste for marrying a woman who's good for nothing. Who's been saying that behind my back? Who said it doesn't matter? The facts are right in front of us. You haven't earned a single yuan in 3 years. You've never helped carry the financial burden of this family. I know. When my mom suggested splitting everything 50-50, you agreed on the spot. Have you thought about what happens when the month ends and you can't pay your share? I'll figure something out. You've had over 1,000 days to figure something out. Every day, it's the same thing. I'll figure it out. I have no idea what you've actually figured out. Ms. Shen, Juritech's Q3 financials are finalized. Net profit is up 52% year over year. The board restructuring plan is ready. Let me know when you want to launch it. Wait, Shujamu. Activate all backup agreements ahead of schedule. Understood. When do you plan to officially make your move? Wait for my word. Ms. Shen, forgive me for being direct. You've put up with this for 3 whole years. How much longer are you going to keep making yourself suffer? What did you buy? Fish, shrimp, ribs, and vegetables. How much was it? A little over 300 yuan. Over 300 for just this? Don't you know how to bargain? Mom, I bought these at the supermarket. The prices are fixed. Supermarkets are expensive. Why didn't you go to the market and bargain? Mom, I did go to the market. I bought the fish there. The shrimp were live and they cost over 50 yuan a pound. Why'd you buy live shrimp? Because they're fresher. Shrimp that just died are half the price. You really don't know how to manage a household. What kind of daughter-in-law spends money like you do? You still have to pay half under our 50-50 rule. This month's estimated utilities are 700 yen, plus 1,500 yuan for HOA fees. Write it down. Mom, don't forget the cherries my brother bought yesterday. That was 120 yuan. That goes into the 50-50 expenses too. Right. Don't leave it out. Write it down now. Mom, let me see how much sis-in-law owes so far. Look at this. In just 1 week, she's already racked up 4,120 yuan in debt. Over 4,000 already? At this rate, that's 16,000 a month and almost 190,000 a year. Sis-in-law, how are you going to pay that back? Put it on the ledger. I'll take care of it. Sis-in-law, here's some advice. If you really can't pay your debt, go get a job. Worst case, work on a factory line. At least you'd have a steady income. Better than sitting around at home doing nothing. Exactly, sis-in-law. These days, everyone's talking about being an independent woman. How can you not have a job? Qingqiu? Dad, don't worry about me. I'm fine. You've already run up 4,180 yuan this week. It has to be paid in full before the end of the month. I'll pay everything off by the end of the month. And what if you don't have the money when it's due? Whatever you think is fair, Mom, I'll go along with it. If you can't pay your debt, pack your things and move out. The Liu family doesn't support freeloaders. Zhou Yuqin, she's your daughter-in-law. You can't go this far. How am I going too far? My son pays for all her food and housing. If she can't even pay what she owes, why should she keep living here? Don't worry, Mom. I'll pay every cent by the end of the month. You'd better. It'll save everyone the embarrassment. Qingqiu, come here. Let's settle your account. Go ahead, Mom. You owe 3,400 yuan. How exactly are you going to pay it? Every day, all you do is say you'll figure something out, but you still have 0 income. I've been looking for work. Looking for work? What have you actually found? You're still sitting at home all day. Mom, stop criticizing her. Am I not telling the truth? Qingqiu, you really do need to find a stable job soon. We can't keep living like this forever. I understand. Sis-in-law, a buddy of mine runs a barbecue place. He needs help in the kitchen. It pays 3,500 yuan a month and includes 3 meals a day. Want me to put in a word for you? 3,500 is still better than sitting at home. At least you'd make enough to help pay your share. Ms. Shen, all preparations for the board plan are complete. Juritech's board meeting is next month. You can show up anytime and take back full control. Delay it a little longer. Ms. Shen, Jury's board meeting is next month. Once you appear, we can remove Liu Shen as vice president immediately and revoke all his authority. We'll do it at next month's board meeting. That's when we close the net. Which day should we activate everything? Execute every plan simultaneously on the day of the board meeting. Also, don't suspend the 800 million yuan Linjiang project Sichin is working on. You're still thinking about Sichin's career? He spent 3 years preparing that project and put a lot into it. My plan shouldn't destroy all of his hard work. Understood. I'll adjust the plan and keep all approval channels open for the Linjiang project. Qingqiu, take a look at this document. Qingqiu, if you don't want to sign it, I can talk to my mom and have this agreement canceled. No need, there's no point. My mom just has a bad temper. She acts and speaks without thinking. Don't take it personally. Property division agreement. All real estate, vehicles, and savings shall belong solely to Lu Sikin. I voluntarily waive all marital property and leave with nothing. You signed it? Yeah, it's all signed. Great. She leaves with nothing. A clean break. No more letting her drag you down. Sis-in-law, no, Shen Qingqiu. You really got the short end of the deal. No house, no car, no savings. You're leaving empty-handed. Good riddance. I'm sick of looking at her sitting around here every day. Qingqiu, you can't sign that. I'm going to argue with Yu Qin right now. This agreement doesn't count. Dad, I've already signed it. There's no going back. Qingqiu, you can't just leave like this. Dad, I've cooked and taken care of this house for 3 years. That's enough. Enough already. You're a grown man. What's with all the crying? It's better that she's gone. Now we don't have to look at that useless burden every day. Oh. Qingqiu, are you really leaving like this? You're not taking any property with you? The agreement is perfectly clear. You said the house is yours, the car is yours, and the savings are yours. I haven't had an income for 3 years, so naturally I won't take a cent. Xishan, take care of yourself. Qingqiu, wait. Be careful on your way, and don't come bother the Lu family again. Yu Qin, you really made a mistake this time. What did I do wrong? She was just a freeloader. Kicking her out was the right choice. You don't understand her at all. One day you're going to regret what you did today. Bro, where's she gonna live now that she's left? Miss, after 3 whole years, you finally come home. Uncle Lin, I'm back, no need to get emotional. Mr. Xu has been waiting in the study for a long time. He brought all the capital management documents with him. Xu Jiamu, you've worked hard managing all of Huaxin Capital's business on your own these past 3 years. It wasn't that hard. Everything's been running smoothly. What's Huaxin Capital worth now? The latest valuation is 11.2 billion yuan. That's an increase of 4 billion in 3 years. How is Zhuri Tech doing? You hold a controlling 65% stake in Zhuri Tech. I've been managing it on your behalf. Last year's net profit was 1.2 billion yuan. What position does Sichin hold at Zhuri? Vice President. His base salary is 1.2 million yuan, and all the best project resources are prioritized for him. How capable is he on his own? He's solid. About 70% of his results came from his own work. The other 30%, promotions and project resources, came from the opportunities you quietly gave him. That's enough. I've always seen how hard he works. Miss Shen, should we stop Sichin's 800 million yuan Linjiang project midway and shelve it during the board restructuring? Let him finish it. Don't destroy 3 years of his work just because I'm coming back. So you've finally decided to return to Zhuri headquarters in person. I've stayed behind the scenes for 3 years. It's time to go back. There's one more thing. Zhou Yuqian has been asking around about your past. She even had acquaintances visit your old office locations to dig for information. Has she found anything? I locked down all your public identity information 3 years ago. An ordinary person could never discover that you're the founder of Huaxin Capital. Let her look. Nobody finds out who I really am unless I allow it. You're not worried she'll uncover the truth and come after you? There's nothing to worry about. I decide when the truth comes out. Members of the board, today's emergency meeting has one additional special item. Before we begin, a key person will be joining us. Qingqiu, how can you just barge into an executive board meeting? This isn't somewhere just anyone can walk into. Everyone, allow me to introduce Ms. Shen Qingqiu, founder of Huaxin Capital and the controlling owner of Zhuri Tech. She holds 65% of the company's original shares. That's impossible! What? Miss Shen. Shujiamu, why are you calling her Ms. Shen? She's just my unemployed wife who stays at home. Vice President Lu, she's my direct boss, and your highest-ranking superior. Every major company decision over the last 3 years came from her remotely. Members of the board, I'm Shen Qingqiu. 3 years ago, I stepped behind the scenes for family reasons and entrusted Xu Jiamu with the company's operations. Starting today, I'm officially returning as both chairwoman and CEO. You've been hiding your identity for 3 years. You told me your investments weren't making money. That was all a lie. Vice President Lu. You're calling me Vice President Lu now? I'm your husband. You personally signed the property division agreement, giving up all marital assets. It's there in black and white. We're no longer husband and wife. In this conference room, we discuss business only. Call me Chairwoman Shen. Item 1. Ms. Shen Qingqiu officially returns as Chairwoman and CEO of Juritech. Item 2. Vice President Lu Xichen's employment contract expires next month. The board unanimously recommends against renewal and will revoke all vice presidential authority. Item 3. Adjust the company's ownership structure. Ms. Shen Qingqiu will directly hold 65% of the shares, ending Huaxin Capital's indirect holding arrangement. No, you can't take away my position. Shen Qingqiu, you can't do this to me. Continue reading the resolution. Qingqiu, we were husband and wife. Do you really have to destroy me completely? Vice President Lu, please follow workplace protocol. Call me Chairwoman Shen. Vice President Lu, clear out your office before the end of the day. HR will arrange the handover. Qingqiu, stop! I need answers. Who are you really? Why did you hide your wealth and lie to me for 3 whole years? When we got married, you never seriously asked about my full career background. You only said you worked in investments. I didn't think much of it. I do work in investments. I founded Huaxin Capital myself. It's currently valued at 11.2 billion yuan. That's my net worth. 3 years ago, when you became vice president, you were working overtime every day and under enormous pressure. I volunteered to step away from my career and stay home to support yours. You agreed immediately. Every time your mother came over and insulted me, you never once stood up and defended me. Then why didn't you tell me the truth sooner? If I'd told you, what would your co-workers have said? Everyone would have said you got ahead because of your wife's connections. You cared so much about what people thought that I chose to respect your pride and hide my identity. This 168 square meter Riverview apartment was bought outright by me before we married for 18 million yuan. That down payment and mortgage you claimed to be paying were actually just a few hundred yuan a month in HOA fees. The Porsche you drive was also bought outright by me before our marriage. The vehicle has always been registered in my name. It has nothing to do with you. Qingqiu, I didn't know any of this. Maybe you didn't know who owned the apartment or the car, but you clearly heard your mother call me a freeloader day after day. You clearly watched your brother and sister mock me as useless in front of everyone. And every single time you stayed silent. All you ever told me was, just put up with it. I was just afraid of fighting with my mom. I never meant to ignore how you felt. For more than 1,000 days, whenever your mother humiliated me, you lowered your head and said nothing. When your brother mocked my income, you pretended not to notice. When your sister said she couldn't stand looking at me, you walked away. All you ever said was, just endure it. Not once did you stand in my shoes and say one fair word for me. Qingqiu, I'm sorry. Then what am I supposed to do now? Without the vice president position, my annual income is going to drop by more than half. Miss Shen, Uncle Lin has been waiting for a while. The car is ready. Xu Jiamu, what exactly is your relationship with her? Why do you call her Ms. Shen? Vice President Lu, technically. She's your ex-wife. I've worked with her for 10 years. She personally promoted me and made me her partner. For 3 years, you enjoyed your executive career while Ms. Shen handled your home. I managed her assets worth over 10 billion yuan at headquarters. Your promotion to vice president was approved with her signature. Your 800 million yuan Linjiang project only got full support because she instructed me to approve it. Did you really think everything you have today came from you fighting your way up completely on your own? Xu Jiamu, that's enough. No need to say more. Show him all the records. Let him see the whole truth. Mr. Lu, the first record. 3 years ago, your mother Zhou Yuqin's heart bypass surgery cost 1.53 million yuan. Ms. Shen paid the entire amount without telling anyone. Second set of records. Lu Yuxiang had 2 major debts, 350,000 yuan the first time and 550,000 the second, totaling 900,000 yuan. Ms. Shen personally brought cash to cover his illegal online loan debts. Third, Lu Yuxiang's 4 years of overseas tuition and living expenses cost 320,000 yuan per year, totaling 1.28 million yuan. Ms. Shen paid all of it. Fourth, Lu Jiai's 1-year master's tuition in the UK was 700,000 yuan. Ms. Shen paid that in full, too. Ha! All of those expenses total 4.28 million yuan over 3 years. Every cent came from Ms. Shen's personal account. None came from marital assets, and she never asked the Liu family to repay a single yuan. 4.28 million. A full 4.28 million yuan. For 3 years, she called me a freeloader over and over. Did you ever defend me? Qingqiu, why didn't you ever tell us any of this? If I'd known, I never would have let my family treat you that way. I was afraid your mother wouldn't be able to handle the truth and that it would hurt her pride. I was afraid your brother and sister would feel inferior, and you'd be stuck in the middle. So I chose to endure it alone and never said a word. Your mother forced the 50-50 rule and you went along with it. You signed the agreement making me leave with nothing of your own free will. After that, I decided I wasn't going to keep putting up with it anymore. I was wrong. It was all my fault. Give me one more chance to make it up to you. I don't want to keep enduring the same humiliation and neglect day after day. Mr. Liu, everything Ms. Shen said is backed by bank statements, hospital invoices, and transfer records. You can check every single one. None of it is fabricated. You've worked with her for 10 years. You knew the whole truth all along, didn't you? She founded Huaxin Capital 10 years ago, and I was her first employee. When you two first got married, I strongly advised her not to step away, hide her wealth, or pretend to be ordinary. What did you tell her back then? I told her not to sacrifice her career and dignity just to protect your pride. She said she didn't want your co-workers saying you only got ahead because of your wife, so I respected her decision. For 3 years, she checked your schedule every day. She knew exactly when your meetings were, when you traveled, and when you worked late. Whenever you worked until 10 at night, she arranged for Uncle Lin to drive to the office and wait for you. You always thought he was a company-assigned driver. Uncle Lin isn't a company driver. He's been Ms. Shen's private butler for 16 years. Driving you around, picking you up, preparing late-night meals for you, Ms. Shen arranged all of it privately. The Riverview apartment you lived in and the Porsche you drove both belonged to Ms. Shen. Even the recommendation for your promotion to vice president was personally signed by her. So what about my own ability? Was none of that worth anything? Your ability was real. The late nights, the hard work, solving tough projects, all real. 70% of your success came from your own effort. The other 30% came from resources I willingly put in your path. I don't regret supporting your career, and I don't regret signing that agreement and finally cutting ties with the Liu family. Sikin, come look. The hospital just called. The special access program for my imported heart medication has been canceled. The full 350,000 yuan has to come out of pocket now. There's no discount at all. 350,000? Wasn't it covered through a special reimbursement program before? The imported medicine isn't covered by standard insurance. The special program used to cover it, but now that's gone. We have to pay the whole amount ourselves. You need to get the money together quickly. I can't stop taking my medication. Mom, I don't have 350,000 yuan. I only have a nominal senior advisor title now. It has no real authority, and I only make 20,000 yuan a month. What? Your vice president job paying 1.5 million a year just disappeared like that? After rent and everyday expenses, I can't save anything. I can't afford 350,000 yuan in medical bills. Rent? Wasn't that huge Riverview apartment a home you bought outright? Why are you paying rent? Mom, that apartment belonged to Shen Qingqiu from the beginning. She bought it before we married and paid the full 18 million yuan. All I ever paid was the monthly HOA fee. I never paid anything else toward it. That agreement where she left with nothing didn't take anything from her. I'm the one who had nothing. There's more. I'm gonna tell you everything today. 3 years ago, your heart bypass surgery. The surgery, rehabilitation, and imported medication totaled 2.64 million yuan. Shen Qingqiu paid every cent herself. What? Yuxiang's 2 failed investments left 900,000 yuan in debt. She brought the money in the middle of the night and settled it. Yuxiang's 4 years abroad cost 1.28 million yuan, and Jiai's master's degree in the UK cost another $700,000. That entire 4.28 million yuan was quietly paid by her. My God. I called her a freeloader every single day. I put her down every day. Yukin, why are you crying? Shengguo, we don't have the 350,000 yuan for my medication. Sikin, can you use your savings to cover it? Dad, I was demoted. I only make 20,000 yuan a month now. I can't afford a 350,000 yuan medical bill. How did things end up like this? This is all my fault. If I hadn't forced the 50-50 rule or pushed her into signing that agreement, she never would have left us. Jo Yukin, do you understand what you destroyed with your own hands? I just thought she was a freeloader who wasn't good enough for Sichin. King Q treated us better than our own daughter. She was such a wonderful daughter-in-law and you drove her away. Mom, bro! I'm in trouble. Some people came looking for me over a payment. They gave me a few days to deal with it, or they're starting formal proceedings. How did you get yourself into trouble again? You've practically destroyed this family. Lu Yuxiang, listen carefully. From now on, every debt you create is yours to pay. Nobody is cleaning up your mess anymore. Bro, I don't have any savings. Where am I supposed to get 320,000 yuan? If you're broke, go work. Deliver food, carry bricks at a construction site, whatever. You're 27 years old. You can't spend your whole life expecting someone else to clean up after you. Shen Jingqiu is completely out of my life now. She isn't paying off your debts anymore. Find your own way to deal with that 320,000 yuan. Yu Xiang, your sister-in-law, quietly took on a huge debt for you, and you never even thanked her. Instead, you mocked her in public for not having an income. Ask yourself, did she deserve that? Did I really say all those horrible things to her in public? Every word. You humiliated her in front of the whole family. She never argued back because she didn't want to embarrass you. Mom, the school just sent me a notice. My master's tuition wasn't paid on time and my enrollment will be suspended next semester. Why is every problem hitting us all at once? Everything I said back then, she heard all of it, didn't she? Every word. And the next morning, she still got up at 4:30 and made breakfast for everyone without a single complaint. King Q, please open the door. I know I was wrong. There are so many things I need to explain. Mr. Lu, Ms. Shen gave clear instructions. She will not see you. Mr. Zhu, please, just tell her I'm here. I only need to say a few things. Then I'll leave immediately. There's no point. You personally signed the agreement making her leave with nothing. You stood by while your whole family humiliated Ms. Shen. Everything that happened to you now came from your own choices. That was my mother and siblings. Their mistakes had nothing to do with me. I always cared about her. Nothing to do with you? Who personally signed the property agreement? Who said the house and the car were all yours? Every word you said cut her deeply. She knew you looked down on her for not having a steady job. That's why she kept swallowing everything. Then why didn't she tell me the truth? If she'd just told me everything, none of these conflicts would have happened. Because she was protecting your pride. She didn't want your co-workers saying you got ahead through your wife. Begging now can't erase the last 3 years. Ms. Shen has nothing left to give. She's not going back, go home. Uncle Lin, there's no point letting him wait. He came here because he wants me to return to that suffocating house and keep putting up with everything. I won't back down again. For 3 whole years, I lived in that house taking criticism and ridicule day after day. He never once truly felt sorry for me. Ms. Shen asked me to give you one message. She won't pursue repayment of the 428 million yuan. The books are closed. From now on, you owe each other nothing. King Q, I don't want us to owe each other nothing. I want to make up for everything. This is all my savings. It's nowhere near enough to repay 4.28 million yuan, but I want you to know I'm sorry. Mr. Lu, Ms. Shen is worth billions. She doesn't need your 30,000 yuan. Money was never what she wanted. All she wanted was for you to defend her once, 3 years ago. You never did. For 3 years, she waited countless times for you to stand up and say one fair thing for her. That's all it would have taken. But you stayed silent every time. Now you finally realized your mistake, but it's too late. Let me tell you a few more things you never knew. The day your mother had heart surgery, Ms. Shen sat in the hospital hallway all night. She personally signed the surgical risk consent forms while you stayed with your mother. Nobody remembered she was waiting outside. The night Lu Yuxiang was held by his partners after falling for a scam, Ms. Shen showed up with 800,000 yuan in cash to get him out. The next day, he repaid her by mocking her. For Lu Jiai's graduation, Ms. Shen had Uncle Lin deliver custom flowers. Jiai turned around and threw them in the trash. Ms. Shen buried every hurt and every sacrifice inside and never complained to you because she didn't want to put you in the middle. But from beginning to end, not one person ever tried to understand what she was going through. I really didn't know she'd suffered so much in silence. Not knowing isn't an excuse for ignoring the harm. You saw your family humiliate your wife with your own eyes, and you chose silence every time. Miss, don't you feel even a little heartbroken? Uncle Lin, when I carried all that pain alone, who felt sorry for me? One apology can't erase 3 years of cold looks and insults. I'm not naturally heartless. 3 years of enduring it simply used up all the patience I had. There's no reason to go back. Oh. Miss, are you crying? No. I cried all the tears I had over the last 3 years. There aren't any left. When are you paying back the 320,000 yuan you owe? Please, man, give me a few more days. I really don't have the money. More time? I heard your brother has money. You've got 3 days. If you can't get it together, we'll handle this through the formal process we agreed on, and all related restrictions will follow. My partner showed up with a contract and demanded 320,000 yuan. I have 3 days to pay, and I don't have the money. Please go ask Shen Qingqiu. She's the only one who can come up with that much. Why should I go to her? Now that you're desperate, you suddenly want to beg her. Have you no shame? I was immature back then. I know I was wrong. You created this mess. You deal with it. I'm not going to ask her for money again. You caused the problem, so you pay for it. Professor Zhang, Lu Jiai's master's tuition is already 2 weeks overdue. If it isn't paid by the end of the month, her enrollment will be canceled. The student loan approval process won't finish before the deadline. Professor, can you please make an exception? I only have 1 semester left before graduation. School policy doesn't make exceptions for anyone. Ugh. The client just cut the budget in half. This project's going to be rough. No matter how hard it is, I have to do it. I'm lucky just to have a job. All the resources and opportunities I had before were paved by Shen Qingqiu. I thought I'd made it on my own, but I was really living under her protection. Now I've lost everything, and I can only rely on myself. Young man, eat something. You can't do heavy labor on an empty stomach. My sister-in-law once paid 900,000 yuan to cover my illegal online loan debt, and I turned around and mocked her for having no income. Now I make 180 yuan a day moving cargo. I finally know how hard it is to earn money. Please give this to Ms. Shen. I owe her an apology. She doesn't need to reply. We won't bother her again. Ms. Shen has actually kept your wife's medication access open this whole time. The old man's cooking is terrible. This is insanely salty. Lu Jiangguo pickled it himself. He also included a handwritten apology. Put it on the table. I'll have some with rice porridge tonight. You're really going to eat it? It's so salty you can barely swallow it. Salty or not, it's still an old man's heartfelt gesture. Ms. Shen, Jury Tech's board restructuring is complete. Lu Xichen has been removed as vice president, and he signed the separation agreement. Give him the full legally required severance, no reductions, already arranged. One more thing. Lu Jiangguo came to the villa the day before yesterday. Uncle Lin handled it. I know. Should we keep Zhou Yuqian's medication access open? Keep it. Don't let anyone in the Lu family know where it's coming from. Even now, you're still protecting them? I'm not protecting anyone. Zhou Yuqian really is sick. Whether she's a good person or not has nothing to do with that. Understood. Also, Mr. Huo Mingxuan invited you to a charity dinner this Friday. Tell him I'm busy Friday. That's what you told him last week, too. Then he can get rejected again. Jiangguo, the medicine arrived. Who sent it? There's no name. But I know who it was. Charity dinners are boring. I need a date. Give me a chance next time. Miss, were these 3 years really worth it? Uncle Lin, for 3 years I cooked, managed the household, and swallowed every insult. But I also learned when it's time to let go. Whether it was worth it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that my life from now on belongs to me.